Segovia is probably one of the most beautiful cities in Spain. It is located in the center of Spain, in the province of Castilla y León and about an hour drive north of Madrid. It is a small city of about 50,000 inhabitants, but its historical and cultural values are immeasurable. The three main things that you absolutely need to see in Segovia are the cathedral, the Alcázar, and the aqueduct. The latter is considered the most important work of Roman civil engineering in Spain, and it is one of the most significant and best preserved monuments of ancient Rome in the Iberian Peninsula. But there are much more things to do and see in Segovia, and when you have walked its streets and beheld its monuments and buildings, you will soon realize the layers upon layers of history that this city has to offer visitors with an appetite for the ancient. The aqueduct dates back to the 2nd century and was constructed by the Roman Empire in a city still without walls, since the current ones are not documented until between the 9th and the 10th century. The aqueduct is about 15 kilometers long, and the Roman engineers using water levels traced the route most likely to the current Alcázar. There are 3 great sections. The first section is outside Segovia, where the water is captured and sent downwards towards the city. The second section is the urban one, and the one we can see and admire, reaching the height of about 28 meters. And from here, the last section is the intramural route, a sophisticated distribution system through manholes, which in turn were subdivided into smaller branches that supplied fountains and private homes. The entire last section goes underground until reaching the current Alcázar, the final point of the route and known as the Mother of Water. The dimensions of the water channels were 25 centimeters by 30 centimeters, and its maximum flow rate is 20 to 30 liters per second. The visible section of the aqueduct of Segovia has 120 pillars and 167 arches. Walking from the aqueduct towards the cathedral, we find the Church of Saint Martin. It is a temple of Mozarabic origin with Romanesque style, constructed in the 12th century. The notable things of the temple are the bell tower, which is in a Romanesque Mudéjar style, having brick arches on stone columns. Its porticoed gallery, which surrounds the entire church except the chancel. This portico has semicircular arches that rest on columns with Romanesque capitals. The doorway of the western facade is one of the largest Romanesque doorways in Spain. The next stop before the cathedral is La Judería, and it was a neighborhood inhabited by the Hebrew community between the 12th and the 15th century. Walking on its streets, you immediately immerse yourself in the Sephardic history and culture. The unique beauty of the facades of the buildings and the narrow streets will undoubtedly make you want to know more about the history of the Segovian neighborhood. And remember, if you enjoyed our video, give it a thumbs up, consider leaving a comment, and definitely subscribe to watch more videos like this one. The next stop is the Plaza Mayor, and it is a typical Spanish great square with a theater, the city hall, and many restaurants with terraces where you can enjoy the typical Spanish food from this part of Spain, like the roasted pig or lamb. All this while observing in awe and majesty the Cathedral of Segovia. Constructed between the 16th and the 18th century, the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Assumption and Saint Frutos, it is one of the latest Gothic cathedrals in Spain and the entire Europe. At that time, the prevailing architecture in Europe was already Renaissance. That is why in the Cathedral of Segovia we can discern a predominantly Gothic style but already framed with some Renaissance features. Its beauty and elegance, as well as its visual strength and dimensions, make possible its name as the Lady of Cathedrals. Each of the different stones that make up the cathedral reveal centuries and centuries of great history, the same history that prevails throughout the city, chosen as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1985. One of the most striking architectural features of the Segovia Cathedral is its slenderness prevailing over the cityscape. The Cathedral of Segovia is arranged in 3 naves with a Latin cross plan. It also has side chapels, a transept with a semicircular apse, a chancel with an ambulatory and radial chapels. The tower of the Segovian Cathedral is without a doubt one of the great architectural references for visitors. At about 88 meters in height, its slenderness and uniqueness make it the jewel in the crown of this cathedral. Walking down the street from the cathedral, we get to the Alcázar, or the Fortress of Segovia, also known as the Palace of the Kings of Castilla. Its image has gone around the world. It's a unique castle with the appearance of a fairy tale palace, known to be the inspiration of various Disney castles in movies like Cinderella or Snow White. Austere, as the Castilian kings were, elevated on the rock at the confluence of 2 valleys, it seems, as it is guarding the city. Constructed in the 12th century, it is one of the most famous medieval castles in the world and one of the most visited monuments in Spain, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985. Its layout reflects the splendor of the court during the Middle Ages, and its walls have witnessed battles, palace intrigues, royal weddings, and amazing events. In its almost 1,000 years of existence, the Alcázar has been a Roman fort, a medieval fortress, a royal palace, a custodian of the royal treasure, and even a state prison. The layout of the castle is divided into 2 areas: the exterior with a Herrerian patio, moat, drawbridge, and the keep, while the interior rooms include a chapel and several noble rooms that can be visited today. Its plan is very irregular in the depths to the hill on which it stands. Inside, the halls and the rooms were decorated with great luxury and beauty by the Mudejar painters and artists. Segovia is an amazing city to visit and discover while walking on its narrow stone streets and tasting its traditional cuisine, and this makes it a stop really worth your time. So that's it for the things to see in Segovia. My name is Alex Moraras. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, consider leaving a comment, and definitely subscribe to find out more things to visit when you come to Spain.